Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will answer questions from the assessment. Let's begin with question 1. RM 10,000 investment is made in a compound interest account with a semi-annual interest rate of 5%. After 3 years, Malik decided to take half of the money that had accumulated and invest the other half for another 4 years and 12% compounded quarterly. So the question is, calculate the total amount withdrawn after 3 years and the account's new balance after reinvestment. We decided to use the simple interest formula, which is S equals to P times 1 plus K over M times MT. So now we should find the P, K, M and MT. The P is 10,000, the K is 0.05, which is 5%, the M is 2, the MT is 3 times 2. Next, we should fill in the formula the information given. S equals to 10,000 times 1 plus 0.05 over 2 times 6. You will get the amount accumulated after 3 years, 11,596 ringgit and 93 cents. In order to get the half of the money accumulated, we should divide the amount accumulated into 2. 11,596 ringgit 93 cents divided by 2, you will get 5,798 ringgit and 47 cents. Right now, we want to find the account's new balance after reinvestment. We are still using the same formula, but this time the P is 5,798 ringgit and 47 cents. The K is 0.12. The M is 4. The MT is 4 times 4 equals to 16. So, as usual, fill in the formula the information given. 5,798 ringgit and 47 cents times 1 plus 0.12 over 4 times 16. You will get RM 9,304 ringgit and 84 cents. So 9,304 ringgit and 84 cents is the account's new balance after reinvestment. Moving on to the next question. What is the total amount of money that Malik has, including the money he withdrawn? So the money withdrawn is 5,798 ringgit and 47 cents plus the total accumulated after the reinvestment, which is 9,304 ringgit and 84 cents equals to 15,103 ringgit and 31 cents. So 15,103 ringgit and 31 cents is the total of money Malik has. Thank you.
Next, we move to question 2. Account A pays 4% annual interest rate that compounded quarterly, while account B pays 5% annual interest rate that compounded every 2 months. A consumer is thinking about putting 15,000 in one of these accounts for 5 years. After the investment time, compare the final balance in both accounts and the interest received. So, for this question, we need to find the balance in both accounts. Okay, first, we need to list all the information given. Okay, for account A, P equals to 15,000, K equals to 0.04, M equals to 4, MT equals to 4 times 5. So we get 20. For this question, to find the final balance, we need to use the formula S equals to P 1 plus K over M to the power of MT. Okay. So we put all the information given in the formula and we will get the final balance for account A is equals to 18,302 ringgit and 85 cents. Next, we need to find the interest received for account A. We need to use the formula I equals to S minus P. S, we just need to use the answer that we get above. S equals to 18,302 ringgit and 85 cents minus 15,000. So we will get the interest received for account A equals to 3,302 ringgit and 85 cents. Next, we move to account B. Okay, first we list all the information given, same as account A. P for account B, P equals to 15,000, K equals to 0.05, M equals to 6, MT 6 times 5 equals to 30. We use the same formula as account A. S equals to P 1 plus K over M to the power of MT. So we put all the information given inside the formula and we will get the final balance for account B is equals to 19,240 ringgit and 44 cents. Next, for the interest received for account B, we use the formula I equals to S minus P. S, we just need to use the answer that we find above, which is S equals to 19,240 ringgit and 44 cents minus 15,000. For the interest received for account B, we will get 4,240 ringgit and 44 cents. Next, for question 2, Advise the consumer on which account will provide a larger return. Explain your calculations and reasoning, as well as any assumptions you made during your analysis. In my opinion, account B will provide a larger return rather than account A because its interest rate are larger, which is 5%, than account B, which is 4%, and it's compounded every 2 months, which makes the total interest higher. Second, the interest received on account B is larger than account A. Not only that, account B has more final balance than account A, which is 19,240 ringgit and 44 cents.
Moving on to the next question, which is question 3. You are assigned to set up a business company and need to borrow an 275 ringgit loan for 20 years from a bank. There are 2 banks that you have surveyed for that loan. Below are the details of the bank. The first bank, which is Al-Quds Bank, the interest rate charged is 3.0% compounded quarterly, and the frequency of the payment is every 3 months. Meanwhile, Safa Bank, the interest rate charged is 4.0% compounded for every 2 months, and the frequency of the payment is every 2 months. So, A. Calculate the periodic payment and total interest charged for each bank. I have put the formula here, which is A equals to R, 1 minus 1 plus K over M, minus MT over K over M. So, calculating the first bank, which is Al-Quds Bank, the A of this bank is 275 ringgit, which is stated in the question above. And also the year, the T of our calculation is 20 years. And M times T, we will get 80 because 20 times 4 is 80. And then K over M, which is 0.03 over 4. So we put all together our informations inside the formula. And then we will get our periodic payment is 4,583 ringgit and 76 cents. And then the total interest charge for this bank, which is Al-Quds Bank, the formula is I equals to N times R minus A. So we put all together our formula, and then we will get our interest charge, which is 91 and 700 ringgit, 0.80 cents. Sorry, the next bank is Safa Bank. The A and the T is just the same from the first calculation, which is 275 ringgit and 20 years, because both of them are from the question stated above. But the difference here is the frequency, because as we can see, Al-Quds Bank compounded quarterly, which is for every 3 months. Meanwhile, Safa Bank is compounded for every 2 months. So the MT will be different from Al-Quds Bank, which is 20 times 6, or it will become 120. And then our K over M is 0.04 over 6. So we put all together into our formula, and then we will get our periodic payment, which is R, equals to RM 3,336 ringgit, 0.51 cents. And the total interest charge for Safa Bank is RM 125 ringgit, 125,381 ringgit, 0.20 cents. So this is question B. Which company should you choose to borrow the loan based on your answer in A, and give your reason? Well, in my perspective, I think I should choose Al-Quds Bank to borrow the loan for opening a business company, because the interest rate from Al-Quds Bank is much more cheaper than the interest rate from Safa Bank, which is from the Al-Quds Bank, it is 91 ringgit, 91,700 ringgit, 0.80 cents. Sorry, rather than the Safa Bank, which is RM 125,381 ringgit, 0.20 cents. So, in a low interest rate, people tend to spend the loan by purchasing houses or vehicles, investments, and also to set up a business company.
Next, answer the following questions, C and D, depending on the bank you selected in B. So in B, our group had decided to choose Al-Quds Bank for the answer. C, if you fail to make the first 3 payments, how much should you pay on the 4th payment? So the MT is 4 to settle all the outstanding areas. So in this question, they want to find the future value. So we use this formula to find the S. So for R, you can refer to Hasina answer in question A. And then K over M. K is 0.033 and M is quarterly. So obviously it's 4. So next, the MT is already 4 and minus 1. So you just use this formula, and then you will get the total is RM 18,542 42 ringgit 34 sen. Okay, lastly, for question D, if you want to settle all the loan immediately after paying for 15 years, calculate the amount you need to pay. So, I mentioned loan. So, obviously, they want to find the A after paying for 15 years. But in the question, they said loan for 20 years. So, T equal 20 minus 15, you will get 5 years. Next, find the MT, 5 times 4 because compounded quarterly, and then equal 20. And then use the present value. R, you can refer at the question A, the Hasina did, and then the total 18,036 ringgit 32 sen.